So I literally could have been in here already recording. I was not thinking. I'm just letting my excitement and it's anxiety turned into excitement, but it's trying to learn how to transition to have that balance. But I let that like overtake me, and I just wasn't thinking. My son been saying that all day. I wasn't thinking. I need him to start. I definitely need him to think, but I don't need him to lean on his own thought process and lean to his own understanding. I just need him to definitely acknowledge God. But anyway, yeah, some tremendous, amazing things have happened on this day right here, and I'm loving it. McDonald's, what is it? McDonald's voice. I'm gonna eat me a salad too, but I need some good cheese. So, funny thing happened. um, I barely want to talk about it because it's like just enjoy it. You don't got to speak about it. But I don't know, my little YouTube audio journal channel, I'm just gonna speak about what be going on. Sometimes everyday life, or just like just period. My sons are being loud. It's getting on my nerves already. Um, but yeah. I'm trying to see where to start, where it like happened at. I guess it happened because I decided to order some food. My son kept saying he wanted some lasagna and this, that, and the third. I searched for a restaurant that did lasagna on the delivery app. Um, I won't speak about which delivery app it was, so that way that I won't be telling every single detail. But yeah. Anyway, so look for it, found some place or whatever, and just started tallying it up, just running up a tab, running up a check. Ended up putting on $80 worth of food. I said, forget it. It's my birthday week. They have this lemon mars. What is it? Mascarpone. I don't know how to say it right. I might be saying it wrong. They had that kind of cake on there. I was like, yeah, it's my birthday. Let me go ahead. I love that kind of cake. Um, and then they had some chocolate cake, and I got that on there too, just to I wanted to taste it. But yeah, just continued on. He wanted the lasagna. I got that. I got steak and cheese. I got some other stuff or whatever. Till it got up to $80. Well, till it got up to about 60 something. Of course, the app always adds 20 something dollars. So with their hidden fees or whatever. And so proceeded to order that. Then I got to thinking, I'm not even really hungry for this food like that, but we'll take it or whatever. And they got it. They prepared it and got it to a delivery person. Delivery person came out. I have cameras in my house at my house, so I see when somebody's pulling up. I seen somebody like pull and like kind of stop, slow down, but then they kept on going. And well, they went on again. They didn't come up to my porch. I was like, I didn't think nothing of it. I was not looking at the app to try to follow it like I sometimes do and stop it or anything. And I feared and thought that one day something like this would happen anyway. Like, oh God, they're gonna just be stupid enough to not double check the address on the house and just put my stuff on somebody else's porch, my food, and I'm gonna be disappointed. This was that day. Um, this was that day. It's never happened before, but this was that day. This was like a turning point day or whatever. And so, yeah, so they put it on them wretched neighbor's porch or whatever. Who I didn't find this out till later, but they put it on his porch, on their porch. The ones who have called the police on me last year and all that just won't correct their grandson, so because they don't want to correct their own nasty ways, things of those natures. I was thinking, oh Lord, and I didn't know whose porch they had put it on. At first, I said, it could be anywhere in the neighborhood. I mainly definitely didn't want them to put it on the one across the street, but I didn't want to, what I'm saying, get my food right, get the delivery stuff right. You got all the gadgets and everything you need to get it right. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But put it on his porch, and when it says delivered on my thing, I immediately go to rating if I need to, or, if I need help with my order. I was like, yeah, it says delivered. Yeah, it's not It's not here. Well, did you check the? And I chatted with a quote unquote team member. Did you check the lobby or this? That, I said I don't have a lobby. I have cameras in front of my house. They did not pull up here, and no food is here. Okay, well, doesn't look like the details on your account is matching to the order. I said, what are you talking about? I'm messaging from the account that I ordered the order from. What's going on? Well, we need you to confirm the address and the phone. Okay, here you go. Now what? What's the problem? Okay, well, I guess since it says delivered and you didn't receive it, we got to cancel and refund. Thank you. Love the music to my ears. Love it. Appreciate it. I shouldn't have spent that much money anyway, but it's all good. So, okay. So in the midst of that, he was bringing the order over. You ordered some food. Thank you, delivery guy. No, but yeah, and I ain't mean to really do it like this, but I be wanting to show these ninjas better than I can sell them. I almost like snatched the food out of his hand because I didn't have on no clothes and stuff. I wasn't dressed properly to even go to the door, but I was just like I said, that's why I need to slow down the anxiousness or whatever of what's all going on. Plus, I was paying attention to the chat guy and this and the third. So I went on and grabbed the food out of his hand. I did it and like it was seemingly rude. I wasn't trying to be rude, but it was seemingly rude. And I just after that I didn't care because I'm like, you deserve for my food to be snatched right out your hand. Period. And didn't say thank you or anything like that because I give God the glory. I'm not giving them no thanks, no nothing. They have, what I'm saying? So whatever it is between you and God, good thing you did the right thing and should be the righteous thing. You should do that every day. But he proclaimed that he's a nasty motherfucker. So guess what? You can get them nasty motherfucker results. So it's at this point that, you know, the house across the street already they was calling the cops on each other and doing all this stuff last night. It was a commotion. Then today, here we go, we got this or whatever. He brought it over here. But, by the time I had already talked to the people and I was just like, okay, well, appreciate it. They didn't deliver. The delivery driver didn't deliver here. They gave me my refund and they they gave me my refund and they gave me like a $20 something on there or whatever promo code, because they want to make sure that I spend it back. Excuse me, over there with them, of course, and I am because it's a certain restaurant that I want to eat from. So I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna eat from there in a couple of days. For my birthday. So basically, my birthday month is going a bit swell already. It's just starting off, you know what I'm saying? With the exception of my gazebo blowing down, but it's starting off. And then I had to let out all that warm water that I had worked so hard to get in there and all that. Starting off good. And so, yeah, got that. He sent the confirmation stuff to my email, so we gonna utilize that. But it's humorous to me because this was the person who been again trying to give me a hard time, calling the police, not correcting the people in his own household, too busy trying to correct and you know what I'm saying, trying to whatever you trying to do regarding me. You're not gonna be able to put me in check. Period. Go on. I get tired of them. And so which brings me to my next point. There was this minister today and he was speaking about if you just sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, honey. I ain't been sick, but I definitely been tired, and I'm tired of being tired in it and feeling exhausted and all of that. So, he was speaking some amazing stuff. I gotta get ready because my son is supposed to get on this coding program or whatever. He doesn't want to, but I'm just gonna kind of encourage him to do it because I just want them to develop some more skills and to get the brain juices flowing and stuff like that. But anyway, the minister was going on and about how sometimes you could have been trained or birthed in a certain environment and you didn't choose that environment, or you know what I'm saying, or maybe you did and you know what I'm saying, you still had good intentions. But you was birthed and trained in that environment and you learned something from it, but you did, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't the person who was teaching was a witch, a warlock, a sorcerer, things of those natures, just character flawed all around. So he posed a good question. He was saying, can you be trained or taught? I put trained and taught, but taught by the wrong source when the wrong source teaches the right way? You don't And then he went on to say, you don't need to renounce what you learned, just renounce what you saw. Some have been birthed and trained by witches and warlocks and the likes. Do as they say, not as they do. They're not living right. You don't always do as what they say, because sometimes they still tell you wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's some stuff that you learn that you can apply that. And and I was like battling with this on the inside, because I was like, if I was born into something where I was initiated into, let's just say, gang type stuff, or whatever the case may be, or witchcraft and all types of stuff, what fighting chance do I have? And that was God just letting, for my breakthrough and my deliverance, part of my deliverance. I don't even think the full deliverance is here, but it was to be breaking of day. Like, what fighting chance do I have if that's what I was born into? Do I just have to just deal with that as fate or whatever? Because I don't want to live like them. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, live evil, do wicked stuff or whatever. We all fall short of the glory, but okay, I messed something up. We all fall short of the glory, but there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. He is the will and the way. He the will in the middle of the wheel. Okay, so he said that, and I'm saying, because those people are not living right. Is it possible to be delivered from a false source when the false source truly delivers you truly? I should have said delivers you truly, like your deliverance came. Here they go with this foolishness they got going on. Then it says, God may send you someone to take you to the next level, and it may not feel good, but it is good. It is working for your good. All things work together for the good of those that called that are the Lord are called according to His purposes. It hurt, but it was worth it. Okay, and that's what I woke up this morning. A lot of I was just thinking, like, gosh, I got some stuff, I hope they already moved their stuff out. But I got some stuff from that involvement, that relationship that I was in with the boys' dad. But his character was so off, and this is for me personally. His character was so flawed and so off, or it was just like I explained to my boys. He's the type of person that will say, "I'm gonna give to you, but I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna find a way to take it back." And sometimes the way he take it back can be in the worst type of way. Sometimes the way he give it to you can be in the worst type of way. But you learn something and you got something. And that's why it was so hard for me to figure out, is this the right person for me? Like, what's going on? And I heard from God, and like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, so I'm saying, it was meant for me to deal with that person and let it play out how it played out. But I woke up thinking about that this morning, and him, because not really him, but that, because I had a dream with him in it, and I was just trying to figure it out, like, what is really going on? What's the deal? And so, yeah, that's the conclusion I came to. That was the word that was for me. It's not necessarily for everybody. Everybody else's word ain't for me and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't be, hold on, here we go with this loud noise. Sorry about that, but I'll be having to get my little massage thing going. But that was for me. And I watched this minister before. I don't know what he considers himself, but I watched this minister before, and I've gotten some good stuff, some nuggets from him, but I don't really follow him. But yeah, that resonated with me. God may send you someone to take you to the next level, and it may not feel good, which it didn't. And I feel like I went to a different levels, to be honest, and it ended up working for the good. So then he said he just reminded that their character is off, but their doctrine is correct. And then I just put in my own little stuff, breakthrough moments, consider this. Just messages to around time for me. This teacher of religious law has been allowed to sit at Moses' seat. You learn what you learn from a bad source, but it was truth. Like, you can have a parent that loves you, or starts out loving you, or think they love you, and they're teaching you something, they think they're teaching you the right way or whatever, and and it really could be true. That's what I was battling too regarding my so-called mom. Like, there was things that she taught me that worked. It was principles that I applied, and it worked, and I wasn't convicted. I didn't feel bad for putting that into play. But I still had to sort through things that she may have taught me that just, you know what I'm saying, that ain't for me. I'm not like just speaking petty over me or mislabeling me something. I'm like, I gotta receive that because this is the person who gave birth to me, or no. And I chose no. But so yeah, so that right there was just, it was like, wow, my eyes are open. Then he went on to say, someone who lost their way but have been granted the right authority. And that's what he was talking about. He was trying to specify that he wasn't talking about if you was under a false prophet or somebody that's just false. And he was like, no, you that's wrong. But if you learn something from a bad, somebody with bad character, you learn that. Then he said, when God uses Pharisee Jeroboam or Jehu to train you. Then I said, they were ordained to give you that information, yet not ordained to activate that information. And I just put lay hands in there because that's what he's saying. God has someone with clean hands who will see what you carry and affirm that. Then I went on to talk about my birthday week. But that was just so awesome and so amazing to me. And just the fact that, yeah, he had to, I don't know if he was troubled to bring it back over here, because it said out there, it said my order was delivered at like 5:07. So I looked at the clock, it was 5:11. So what's that? 4 minutes later, and then I think he brought it to the door probably around 5:15 or so, or whatever. So of course it was good and about cold, but he brought it on back, and and I felt like, and I wanted to say some words to him, as you should, but I didn't say nothing. I just quickly grabbed it out of his hand because I wasn't dressed appropriate for one. I didn't want my breasts just hanging out because this is a man. And then yeah, I just want to get the food, feed my kids or whatever, and close my door because I'm at the place where it ain't changed. I'm not dealing with y'all. Good that I guess on this day you decided to do a good thing, but continue. You need to do that every day. Like I'm telling you, when he was walking out, I wanted to say, you need to get your house in order and just some other stuff, but I ain't say I ain't say nothing. I'm just gonna continue to let God do what he's doing. And God did already speak to me and say he was gonna sort certain stuff. Not certain, but he was sorting things out. Because I had put up a sign a couple months ago and to let them know, like, I'm not here to play with y'all. And to make sure that I hadn't let it be known and said that, this is what it is, what I had to say or whatever. It's gonna speak my piece in as peaceful way as I could. But anyway, so that was an opportunity where I could have screamed out and said something to him. I ain't say nothing. But yeah, he been calling the police and stuff. The police, you know what I'm saying? It's like the boy who cried wolf. Like, I'm not saying it ain't nothing going on, but it ain't nothing that needed to involve the police. So, sir, bye. I just trust that God won't even have me to deal with them people. Y'all just my, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say distant neighbors. Like, I don't even want you to be that close. So, that's just where I'm at or whatever. So, I got excited about that. Came back here to do a video. I'm already uploading one other video. It's taking so long to process. It's already uploaded, but the processing is just trying to go buck wild. I do not know what my children are out there doing, but yeah. So that's that on that. Yeah, starting off excited, and then yeah, didn't get my gazebo today. It's supposed to be, so now they're saying between the 4th and the 6th, and I'm like, man, just get my stuff to me. Well, they're saying that about one thing. They ain't even saying nothing about my gazebo. Like, I want my stuff. Seriously, I want y'all to go ahead, run me that. It's mine. Give me my stuff. Ooh, please tell me that they about to move stuff out this house. Let me turn my camera on. Get other people out from over here, because it started off crazy. That's the one whose dog came over in my yard, and then they tried to hide and conceal him. Like, nah, we're not finna do this. Like, I'm not about to have y'all stuff over here. So yeah, let me turn camera. My camera would be cutting up when I'm ready to see something, wouldn't it? Oh, nope, don't look like he's moving their stuff out. Now, you know what? That might have been the older man that I seen when they was first moving in. I did see an older man over at that house before, and it was something going on. I was like, "Is this yours?" I don't know though. I don't know what was going on. I don't even remember who was moving in or whatever. And I think he shook my hand. I gave it to him or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to let the person or persons go who I learned something from. Because he said in some cases you just have to get it, and then you have to run for you feel like you running for your life. You don't want to do that, but the people are like sorcerers or whatever, and they want to try to take something back from you or whatever the case. They didn't freely give or whatever, or they wanted you to, like I always say, get down or lay down, and it's like, that's not what you're trying to do, because that's not what you was here for to begin with. I'm not doing that with y'all. And so, what else he said? He said it might be where you have to run for your life, but just get the information, use it, apply it with wisdom, and you know what I'm saying, go ahead and live. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? That man was on some wisdom today. I won't say he was preaching and tearing the walls down. You know, to some he probably was, but that word, that specific, what I heard it was for me. It helped me, should I say? It helped me to develop an understanding. Um, and I was just grateful. You know, I was just grateful that hey, this is helpful. This is beneficial for me. I need this in my life. And then for that to happen after, and you know, all like domino effect type things been happening. And like since I dealt with their dad or whatever, I had walked more in the spiritual. But I guess he thought that I was gonna do this illegal spiritual stuff, like astral project and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie and sit here and say I haven't been tempted, but I wasn't finna do none of that. And I don't want to use certain stuff, you know, power for evil. If God gave it to me, it's for me to use it how He intended for me to use it. It's not for me to do what I want with it. So I didn't want to get caught up in that. And yeah, I just want to continue healing from what I did go through that did hurt, did not feel good, did not enjoy. You know, and I just want to continue. And like I keep waking up every day and ain't nothing changed. Like, Lord, if you ever was to give me the opportunity, I don't want to go back to nothing like that, because I didn't appreciate what happened in um that whole situation or circumstance or whatever. um I just don't want that for my life. I don't want that man. You know what I'm saying? And I can't believe I be saying it or thinking it or feeling it. But I was so in love with this man, and I was so in love definitely with the new things that I was learning regarding that relationship and stuff like that. But if it's toxic, it's toxic. If that character is off, and you know what I'm saying, it's just that's what it is. So as hard as it is, as tough as it is for me to accept that, and especially knowing that I was who I believed I was to this person, that it's major. And so with that said, you know, I just want I want God to continue to do major things in my life. I don't want to stop here. I've been discouraged. Like I want to just stop and just be like, Lord, please, this is it. I can't do no more. But if He give me them second and third and fourth wins, and it's like the first win, hallelujah. It's similar to the first one. I don't think nothing gonna be like that first good win that you get when you know what I'm saying, when it's just fresh. But I don't know how to really explain it. Like I just don't think nothing gonna be like it. But I guess it's possible with God. All things are possible. But yeah. Then the other thing, oh yeah, I was watching something on TV. I've been like kind of seeing his daughter's face and stuff. Um, it was yeah. My son had already said, "Oh, that he kind of looked like me." For at one in one minute, he was watching a character on TV, and he was like, "Oh, he kind of looked like me in that moment, or whatever." And it's so funny because the little boy looks like his sister by his dad, and and I didn't even say that, but you know, and I just been seeing people that kind of look like her. So of course she's on my mind or whatever, but I got what I believe is confirmation from God that I just can't go there. I can't, you know what I'm saying, for one, I'm not gonna be disorderly, but I just can't go to that place again, whatever. I loved his daughter and I was thankful, and I was just hoping that everything was going to run smoothly, but I really, I'm having, I'm not gonna say it's difficult with my daughter, but I'm already dealing with stuff regarding my daughter, so I really can't invest in his daughter like would have, like I would have still been doing, should I say, if had things not changed how they changed. You know what I'm saying? What went on? What occurred? He removed her out of my house, and of course, eventually he got her in somebody else's household, and then they was watching her, and that little girl was watching my daughter, cause yeah, she had an attachment to my daughter, a close attachment, but she had an attachment to my daughter. She knew her, for all those years since they was like 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old, and yeah, and so it's nothing. But it's nothing I could do when it comes to that. And I hope my daughter, was wise enough to don't bother with them people. But I don't know what God has for them. But all I can tell you is basically like she was like a stepsister to my daughter. But I look back and now I don't have no dealings with my so-called stepsister anymore. And I do kind of feel relieved that I don't have to. Although I did miss her, and you know what I'm saying, we got along, it was cool or whatever. But maybe sometimes that's how certain relationships need to remain so that it will not be anything destructive or, whatever the case may be. And so, yeah, but been seeing stuff regarding his daughter, and I could feel bitter and salty or whatever. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying, he made a call that contributed to getting my daughter out of here. Plus, he did basically a setup and all this that initiated all the madness. And you know what I'm saying? But I don't wish nothing bad on them kids. I do pray God's will regarding them. And then because somebody else I was saying, oh, I'm his biggest fan. Somebody else was hurried up and spoke up. Oh no, you can't be because his daughter. Okay, well, girl, enjoy that. Hold that down. That's all I can say. But I do feel glad about that. And it was just something crazy that my son had just said. He looks like me. And I know that his sister looks like him. It looks similar to him too. They all have like they have similar features. And, I don't even know how that will play out as far as them when they get older or whatever. Because now at this point, you know what I'm saying, you trying to make it to where he don't know who you made it. You tried to make it to where he doesn't know who his in-house sister was, and then you took your daughter away. Your daughter, should I say? But talking about the older one, you took her away from this household that was, you know what I'm saying, everything could have been beneficial for everybody if we just, and I didn't want it to be like that. But anywho, um, yeah, it's just been interesting, and I just want God to continue to. Yeah, I'm fine with the interesting, but I just want definitely alignment. Appreciate that and love that, but I just want righteousness in my life, and I already said I don't want nothing short or less than a man of God. Like I don't just want just anything. It's times where I felt like I ain't got no choice but to settle, and I still be feeling like that. But I'm just saying, if I don't have to, I'm not. If there's a will, there's a way. So, like God be in the midst. And just, I don't know, that stuff right there, what I was just speaking on. Things, the happiness for today is just encouraging things. And even when my gazebo blew down or whatever, it wasn't devastating. It was just, my feelings got hurt a little bit. Like, dang, I was enjoying that. And then I was going to enjoy it on that day. And just the way it blew off, I could tell that God was speaking to me and through that whole happenstance, as people say. I seen God speaking, and I'm good with it because it just, again, it was a reminder that He's in control. We're not. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We could sit here and thinking we running stuff, but we're not in control. He is in total and full control. So, just get with it. Now that's where you better get down and lay down. Lay prostrate if you got to. Get your butt down. You know what I'm saying? Sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's what I could say. But and I ain't saying it's easy. It's definitely what is the way this world is set up. This thing is set up to destroy, to wreak havoc for real. But it's a way we can get it right. It really is, and you got to be empowered and allow God to do it. And that's why there's somebody that always he been speaking the name of God. Speaking God and speaking about God's power the whole time, even with all the crazy stuff that he's been through. And I got my eyes in that direction, but you know what I'm saying? That's not to say that that's going to happen. And yeah, I don't know. I gotta make sure. I don't know. I'm not gonna even worry about it. I'm just, there's some things that I hope happen. My eyes, honestly, I'm not gonna say in two directions like I'm cross-eyed, but there's some stuff that I'm like, Lord, if you just let this right here work out for me, I think we'll be good to go. But I gotta let him do it fully and completely, not me. And yeah, but I'm glad the food was returned to me today and the money and got the extra, and you know what I'm saying, that's my individual blessing. It's not for everybody, and I'm good. And I like some oftentimes I like blessings that's not for everybody, like as in my relationship supposed to had not been for everybody. You're not supposed to be for the streets and for everybody. You're supposed to be for us here. But he never let that thing, when it seemed like it was just inching up off the ground or centimetering up off the ground, he put it right back to the ground, like, yep, this ain't going nowhere. And it was just like, oh Lord, and that's torture for years on end, torture and torment and stuff like that. So I don't know if what I said makes sense. I know I'm talking better with some pep. I can hear myself better than on some of these previous videos and stuff like that. And I'm thankful because, thank you, God, I received that pep in my step, that pep, that just, you know what I'm saying? I need to do better. I know I need to do better with the eating habits, with the salad. I'm doing salads. I'm definitely doing fruit. Been doing fruit all year before I was absolutely not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of it. But, so I'm just thankful, you know. I'm thankful for that. And yeah, I'm thankful for what God is doing in this during these times. These are troubling and trying times, and what the world is going through. I'm not wrapped up in it because I'm not even wrapped up in my own stuff. Sometimes I be wanting to get away from that so-called reality, but I'm so grateful. I'm definitely still overflowing with gratefulness. I'm thankful for some of the people that he removed out of my life. I ain't necessarily thankful for everybody that's not present with me, because my daughter is just one that I'm just like, oh Lord, please, please, not this, anything but this. But I still choose to be obedient, and that's what I mean when I say I went to higher levels with dealing with being involved with that man. Like, I don't think I would have ever been able to do that if I had not met him and stuff like that. And it's not because he seemingly can do it, because he's been away from our sons for like 2-3 years. But, and it could be just that. But I don't know, it was because he had my focus on other stuff. He had me seeing stuff from different perspective, and I was just, I was loving it, and I was grateful. That's why I was like, let's just let this be the official, because yeah, this is what I need in my life, and I was grateful. But that's the hard part of, like, let me get away from that, because it's no longer there. It happened, and just take it for what it was, and it didn't get off the ground like you wanted it to anyway. I'm almost saying seemingly, but I'm gonna just leave it at what I said. And so just let's continue to purpose and move forward. So that's where I'm at. And yeah, guess I'm getting ready to try to upload this video as well, but yeah, that's what's going on right now for me today, on this good old day. And yeah, I'm a few days shy of my birthday, and but I'm knowing, honey, I celebrate mine. I just call it my birthday month, and I just celebrate myself and love myself. I love myself every day, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes I do the little extra during this month just to make myself feel encouraged and better and stuff like that. So we shall see. We shall surely see what the rest of the year brings. Absolutely. And yeah. Just want to take better care of myself and all that good stuff, and just I really don't even have the plans or like the thought process. All I know is God knows what He's doing, and I trust Him, and I want to leave it at that. And yeah, let Him do what He do. Let Him do what He does best. But so that's that. That's what's going on, and I think that's it. I'll get back on here with my excitement and an exciting report and good reports sooner or later. Hopefully, I have more good reports for this year instead of all that craziness and chaos and all that madness that tried to plague me in the years previously. So, you know what I'm saying? The next good report I hope to have is regarding my daughter reuniting with her and stuff like that. But if it's not, just let God continue to take me and mine higher, this household, and let us continue to seek Him, His righteousness, and do what it is that He would have me and mine to do. Help us to that my kids are with it. They like alignment. They are enjoying when something is showing alignment in their lives and stuff like that. So that on an ending note, I just won my Soda Crush game in an amazing way. So I'm going to stop right here and get ready to play solitaire. And yeah.